Hello everyone, it's Gigabeef here, and today we're completing Gunsmith Part 2. The sticking point for this build is the 60 round magazine, so let's get started. What we need is an AKS-74U, and you do get given one with accepting the quest, with a B11 handguard, a 60 round mag, and 6 slots total. Stats wise, we need an ergo of over or equal to 58, a recoil sum of less than 550, remember this is the vertical and horizontal recoils added together, a sighting range of 100 or more, and 3.5 kilograms or less. Also remember, if you're not using the one that you got given in the quest, you have to have it over 60 durability or mechanic won't accept it. The basic AK-74U that you get given already has a sighting range of 500 and is really light, so there are basically no issues there. In order to make it 6 slots, we need to fold over the stock before we start, because this has an impact on the horizontal and vertical recoil. Then as usual, we're going to pull this into the modding screen because I find this the easiest way to do it. Now the basics that we have to do are the B11 handguard and the 60 round mag. These are non-negotiable, which satisfies the recoil requirement, but the ergonomics is too low. Then the basic ergo foregrip is the Knight's Armament VFG that we can buy from Peacekeeper 1, which only gets us to 57, so we have to make a tweak somewhere to get that one extra ergo point. The easiest way is to buy the RP1 charging handle from Skier 1, which will complete the build. Alternatively, and very slightly cheaper, you can use the PP1901 grip from Prapor 2 if you have him, or swap out the grip from a PP19 or Saiga 9 because these come with them as standard as well. Now clearly we need the 60 round magazine, which is the usual issue for players, so we have a few solutions. First is to get to level 15 and buy one from the flea market, but these are normally super expensive. Second is to upgrade the hideout to lavatory level 2 and use the craft of 4 regular grey AK magazines and a kek tape. Third is to do the barter after completing Prapor's quest Ice Cream Cones. This quest needs 3 of the same 60 rounders to complete it, but once you've done that, potentially by doing it in the lavatory, you can then do the barter, which is kind of efficient money wise if you're willing to wait a little bit. The last way is to find one in raid, which is pretty difficult. In order of lowest to highest risk, historically they've spawned in the ZB014 woods bunker past the locked door which requires the key. There was one patch in particular where loads were spawning, but I'm not 100% sure about this in this particular wipe, possibly worth a try if you're in the area. These keys are often really expensive right at the beginning, but I managed to buy one the other day for 25k, so it seems like it's come down already if you're patient on the flea. The other way is just to hit as many weapons crates as possible, but because of Tarkov's loot pool these days, you can search for a very long time without finding the items you need. Finally, the most dangerous of all is you can go after the bosses. Killer, for example, does hold 60 round mags if he has his RPK, but he is borderline impossible to find and equally as hard to kill when you do. Sigilla on factory is a better option. The spawn rates for bosses are super low currently across the board at around 5% per raid, but this changes from time to time. I don't recommend fighting him, but if you do run into either of them and manage to grab some of those magazines, you can use those for the build instead. So with that, it's on to Gunsmith Part 3 for an MP5 build.